Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is my Monday. Yes. And I'm not ready. Nope. The weekend was weird. I don't know. Time change, and then just felt like the whole weekend was off. Like, not the normal weekend. Um, little discombobulated all weekend, honestly. But I'm getting better with it. Um, and yes, today is Monday for me. So it starts my work week, and then I work Wednesday through Saturday, uh, which is usually why the stream is a bit shorter, right? Uh, Other things that I did, I worked on a new overlay. I got a couple different ones that I've been working with and trying to figure out if I like them or not. Um, but I think this is kind of neat, and it may just work, but we'll see, right? Uh, News. Everybody knows about the all the political stuff going on here in the states, and with the presidential election going on. We're not going to go into it with I don't know all the political things Twitch has going on too. Yeah, we try and stay off of that topic, but it's currently going on. The actual election was yesterday. I think they're still tallying up results. Um, so we'll see. Anyways, last week all I did was play Cult of the Lamb, right? And Cult of the Lamb is this little guy right here, and you create a cult off of one of the beings, right? And then you go through and you have to do all these battles and you fight and you have this huge like camp base that you have to keep in order so that your followers don't die and all this stuff. It was actually a lot harder than I thought. It had a lot. What's a good term? It had a lot of depth to it, right? So it, I mean, it was really detailed. Um, I ended up playing it all week. I finished the game, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It definitely adds more components. There's still stuff that can get done. Even if you finish the game, you continue because it adds into a new story after it. So it was neat. It was a lot of fun. But today, we're getting back into some game design with GameMaker here and working on my game. So why don't we switch over? Although I need a tissue and I don't know where they are. I need to do a quick be right back while I find these tissues. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I didn't need. Well, I do need a tissue. I didn't need open a whole new box, I guess. But I don't know where the other ones went. So, come on. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. All right. Yeah. So we are going to switch over and we're going to get started with some game design here. As soon as I get my tissues here in order. It's definitely colder out, right? So it's colder out, and then you come inside and it's warm, and you get started with stuff, and you know, every morning my nose just runs. So, I know you're so excited, Sophie. Let's get started. And we'll put Sophie on because she's sitting here patiently waiting for a treat. Yeah. And let's get started. So, recently we've been trying to work on recently we've been working on the no barking on the mini boss. And is it fully loaded? All right. So here's what we've been working on. This is my current mini boss. Obviously, can't see what it is. So let's open this a little bit so I can see what's going on all the stuff. All right. The idea behind this mini boss is he's going to follow the player. I think I'm going to have him shoot some stuff at the player. And that's about where I'm at right now. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick start. Just so we can see it. And before we get too far into this, let me open up Pretzel Rock. Need some music on. Right? What do we got going on here? Okay. What do we want today for like music? How about Pretzel Rock has a decent number of like stations. Chill guitar, blues, calming cinematic. How about chill EDM? There, that's just some music in the background, that's all. Okay. All right, so we can turn that one off. Oop. And where did it go? Here. All right. So this is the game currently. This is the mini boss room. Now, what I have is obviously not the final pixel or image for the mini boss, but right now I'm working on game mechanics. I'm trying to get some stuff down. So far, it works pretty good, right? Ooh, there we go. Okay. And then you can come up here and open this. Now, this is going to change I don't think I need I think this is loud. So we need to adjust that. There. Okay. I don't think what's going to happen is, like, this is not how this is going to be for the door. Now, I think the way it's going to work is I'll probably put a new style door here, or the gate. But the key is going to drop from the boss. Right. So currently, is it this? No, workspace 2. Where are they? There. All right, we can close that. So I have 4 mini bosses that I'm working with, right? Just trying to get the best ones. I think we should do double. On this guy, right? So let's see if that works. So we made him a little tougher. You don't see numbers, but you see the bar, just like, you know. All right. Oop. I mean, I think it's following pretty good. If you get out of the distance, it goes back into its loop. Right. So I need to adjust, I think, the loop that it has. To there. This is what I think I have right here, right? So when it is not following the player, it's just kind of doing like a little loop thing. Draw self. All right, so this is drawing like the health bar, right? Yeah. Draw self. Object attack. Right now, like in here, this is where I would put the drops the key. But for right now, we're not. So we have HP, this. This is where we are. But can I help you? All right. You're on camera again. I know, you like being on camera. All right. What do we got here? Let's Let's make this a little smaller so I can see some more. Spread this out. You're not going to be able to see that very well, huh? There we go. How's that? It's probably right back where it was. If we make this, I think 400. And if we do, you got to do all of them. Can I help you? What? Say hi. Right here. Yes. Okay. All right. So, what do we got going on here? We just changed that. And we're going to save that. We're going to come into the room real quick. Okay, so right now, this is what we have, right? And we have it with the purple boss, which is the one where I'm working with. All right, let's see. If I come over here, what does he do? All right, so it's working well. The mini boss is following. Let's get this one started back up again. Tiny Devil Games, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? Had a week off of game design streaming. I did Cult of the Lamb last week. Just played it all because it was Halloween week, and played it all the way through. It was a lot of fun. I beat the game, but there's still more that you can do beyond it. The story sort of continues, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good game for the week. You're doing good, working away on any interesting project. Feel refreshed from your break? Yes. Yeah, it's always good to take a break, right? Now, I did some stuff during, evenings and that kind of thing, but I kind of took the break. And we're kind of working on the mini boss. All right, so if I go back up here, he goes back into his loop. All right. So I have a couple of different mini bosses that I'm working with, right? Trying out different things. Currently, I have this guy. Obviously, his health is set a little higher. If you get near him, he starts shooting stuff at you. There we are. And he follows you, right? So if you come within so many pixels of the enemy, he starts to follow you. And if you are still within that range, he'll continue to follow. And then if you move outside of that, he goes back and do sort of his wandering right now. But yeah, these are my test ones. So I have different ones that I'm working with. And currently, I don't think I have, like, I'm working on one that is also, I'm making it so that if you are too far away from the player, he's going to use a projectile. If you get close, I'm having him switch to a sword attack, like a melee attack. It does not currently work, but that's kind of where we're at with that. And that is, let me switch some stuff around here. What is this guy? So let's save and see if it works. Good morning, Jeepin. Nope. Yeah, all right. So what do we got? We have yellow, purple, orange, and red. And it's the red that I'm trying to work with both on it. So speed, attack, we got cooldowns. Yeah. And then what else we got? We're trying to do melee range. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep the mini boss this way. Like, maybe make him just do the projectile. But then the actual boss, have him do both. And that's the issues, right? So, create in here, all I have is just the HP of them. Step event, this is where he's kind of following them, right? This is my collision rectangle, so it basically creates a rectangle around the boss. All right. What else? This points in for the direction of my player. I need to redesign the projectile. I don't know if I want it to be like an acid one. I think I want it more maybe like a fireball. I think that'd be good because I like fireballs. So that'd be fun. For my point of view. Oh, this whoops. All right, that's not gonna work with him. Let's switch it and bring back the purple one. There we go. So he's pretty close, right? I have not figured out what I want for well, sort of. I've started to figure out what I want for a design look, as far as what the character is going to look like for him. I'm thinking it's probably going to be along like the idea of like a skeleton, some sort of skeleton, because most of the stuff that you have that you're fighting is a skeleton. And then in here, I've added a couple things. So we have a health potion here, right? We have a speed one up there. All right, and I did see the ad notification. We're going to have ads in about 2.5 minutes. During that time, I'll take a quick, be right back, say goodbye to Jeep in here as she heads off to work. There we are. All right, so now that he is, and the next part is, I think so, yeah. I haven't really worried about the way the character is going to look yet. I'm mostly been working on the mechanics of it. And what I'm going to do eventually also is I'm going to make it so that it drops the key, which will let you out this door. So instead of it being a switch, because technically, if you're in the middle of the fight and you get away from the boss, let's say he's down here. Yeah, and you get him up here. If you get up here, you can open this and get out and not even fight the mini-boss. So I don't want that to happen. So the gate's going to be set to a key that the mini-boss will drop. He's following the player well, I think. He's not really getting stuck. You know, like if I go over here, he works his way around it. And if you try to go around, he follows. So like if you stay exactly on the opposite, he'll kind of hover there, right? But once you start moving, he starts following. So I think that's doing pretty good. Yeah. Oops. There we are. All right. So as our just about to start, I'm going to take a quick be right back, and I will see everybody shortly. So hang in there. Alrighty. Trying to make sure the all the stuff works. So I just switched over to a new sort of a new overlay. I had to make the big monitor, and then I made the little computer that I'm sort of inside. But I wanted to, like, the buttons I had to redo on my Stream Deck to make sure that it was turning off the correct sources, volumes, that kind of stuff. It's a lot, right? And I think it'll be here for the month of November, and then I'll probably switch. Yeah, I think I'll switch to more of a winter look. And I think I have a dead pixel on it, on my monitor right here. It's not actually on my monitor. It's on the monitor of this inside here. So it's like right here. I'm going to have to fix that, or just leave it and call it a dead pixel. I must have forgot to remove a bit. Welcome in, Rainbow. How are you doing today? We are back to some game development, right? Currently, what we've been working on is the mini boss. This is my mini boss. Obviously, he doesn't look like that, but he's a smiley purple guy. What are you doing, Sophie? Did you want to... Are you wanting to say hi to everyone? All right. So let's start it again and review it. I think the motion of the character is down. Right. And when you're not close, right? When you're not super close to the boss, he just kind of does his own thing. He does his own little circle, his loop. What? All right, you can have a treat. That's it, though. You got to go lay down. So he kind of just does his loop, right? It's a small little, essentially like a circle. He just kind of follows around. When you approach it, and I think I have it currently set to about 400 pixels as a zone. So like a big zone around them. When you get near it, it starts to shoot at you and do... There, see? Starts to follow you. Whoa. Now, if you hold right here, it doesn't go anywhere, right? He's attached to you right now. He's trying to shoot you. But if you go this way, you can see he's starting to follow. If I go this way a little bit, he's starting to follow. Now that is working pretty good, I think, on the enemy trying to get to you. So it's two things, right? If he touches you, it hurts. And if the projectiles hit you, it hurts. So if we go that way, and then this sort of gives them a boost there. And as with all the other enemies, hit their projectiles. All right. There we are. And then, like I was saying earlier, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so the mini boss drops the key, and then the key is going to be used to open the gate versus a lever. Because right now you can sort of cheeseball it and be like, oh, you know, you get the guy over here, you run up here, and you can get out without actually having to fight him. And that's not what I want. So that's what we're going to do. And I think we're going to add that on now, right? It's going to be in here. And let me check something. Where do I have any other out? Here. It's basically, we're just taking this. And there. So now we need to make a key. Right now, I don't know. Let me see. I may have to redo the door. I think the door is only set to be used as a trigger. I know the chests are set for keys. I may have to make a whole door that will accept a key. Oh, instances. No? Where do we got? Breakable? Iron Gate. Not want this. So we want this. No variable. All right, so do I have it under this? Yes. Okay, so this is how it is. The gate is set to open it, right? And what it does is when you open it, it removes the sprite of the gate. So that is going to have to get changed. Let me make some notes here. Notes. Where do I want to put my notes? So these are all the bugs that I've fixed since the last release of the game. These are things that I'm currently working on actively. And then these are secondary stuff, right? So we need to do mini boss room gate needs key activation. There. Because yeah. Yeah, that's going to be how it works. What else we got? Right now, I have 2 health potions in there. I have 1 speed potion. 2 chests. Yeah. I think it'll work. Right now, all the thoughts about what I want are rolling through my head right now. So we are currently working on breakable objects with random items. And what that means is this. So let's go here. Do a quick save. Bring it up. Now, a couple of these barrels, right? This is my test room. These 4 barrels all have sort of a random set of objects on it. It's only got 2, right? It's either going to be, I think it's set to a health potion or a coin at the moment, just for testing. So when you hit it, you get one or the other, right? And you don't know which one it's going to be until you do it. And every time you either replay it or whatever, it's always going to be different. So that's for those. We've started making it so an enemy drops the key to the chests, right? So one of the things that I had was originally just like this. All right, the key is here, lying on the floor, and that's not what you want. I was like, well, it kind of seems silly to be like, oh, here, go fight all these creatures or whatever, and you get to the room where the chest is, and the key's just laying on the floor. You're like, oh, well, that goes to this. Now you have to defeat either a enemy or break open a chest, or a barrel, and it will drop the key. So one or the other. And I think I was testing it with this guy. I think. Yes. So that's what it does, right? You defeat the guy, and you can pick up a key. And then the key will get rid of the symbol of the key, like this, above here. You know, it says you find a locked chest, a key must be nearby to unlock this. And then, you know, you pick up your key, it makes the symbol go away, and then you can come and open it. All right. What else was I working on recently? I was working on all the different types of notes that were going to be out there. There. A little bit of story, right? I like storylines. I like plots. So I wanted some of that in the game. And yeah, that's kind of what we were working on with some of that. So let's sort of look through some stuff here. I need to continue. I haven't worked on it, and I need to, I think, is a save feature. At the moment, I don't have one. The only thing that I have that's kind of close to a save is the checkpoint, right? So the checkpoint is going to remember your position. Do I have that off? I do. Okay. So here, let's just do a couple things. If we start the game, well, if we start going straight into the first level, currently I'm keeping the light source off. Why? Because I'm working on this. This is your help menu. Whatever you hit escape, it brings it up. Currently, I have quit the game, resume, which will bring you back into it, or you can just hit escape and it takes you back out. I'm also working on a save button. Right now, it doesn't do anything, just makes noise. But that's it, right? So I'm kind of working on that. I have one more button I think I'm going to do on this screen here, which is going to be a load one right here. So you can save it, you can load it. There is a checkpoint system if you go through, and it will auto bring you back if you die to that checkpoint. So let's... All right. You need to get kind of close to it, I guess. Here we are. This is my current checkpoint. Is a light post. I couldn't think of something that I could make work quickly with it. That's going to change at some point. I've started working on a different design, but it's not finished yet, so we're not going to worry about it. And so when you activate the checkpoint, there. Right, so when you activate the checkpoint, the light turns on. And then if you die, it'll bring you back here with your last set of health and your coin value. And then you have to repeat the whole thing. The only difference is if we make it, let's see. There's a checkpoint there. So, like, if we come down here, and let's say we get rid of this guy that's wandering around. And you come and touch this checkpoint, right? So you're at 27 coins. You're at what? 7 of the hearts. And if you come around and then die, so let's run into this guy a couple times. It'll restart you right here with the exact stuff. However, the map has reset. So that is a issue I still got to fix, where it will remember the current set of the map, right? So if you're on a second checkpoint and you've defeated half the map, it doesn't restart the whole thing, because now you're halfway through it, and either you got to go back and try to fight all the beginning stuff, or you go forward and ignore the stuff you've already done. So we need to set that on my notes real quick. All right. That's currently where we're at with this, right? Yeah, I have it so it remembers. Yeah. Yeah, so like if you died and you made it to this point, right, and the whole beginning part of the map is cleared, and now you died after you touched this checkpoint and you come back to it, all this stuff that you've worked on is now filled again. And you would have to either come back through to try to re-clear it, but that gives you sort of an unfair advantage on the coins, because now you can keep repeating that to get, you know, coins a little bit. So you need to take that loop out of it. But, and then, this is one of the areas that I was talking about. Ooh. There, so instead of the key being over here, the key is now here. And it makes it so that, okay, checking my volumes, because I have music going. I always try to make sure it's not too loud for everyone. It now, the enemy here drops the key, and then you can come over and use the lockbox. And then here's one of the notes that I was working on. And each one is a little different. It's by somebody different that used to live there. And this one is from the gardener because it's outside. So, slowly getting there, right? All right. Yeah, making it so that it doesn't restart the whole map is probably going to be my next challenge. That in the save feature. Which we are sequence. There. All right, so this is how I'm making the menus, right? So it's a sequence, and if I run the sequence, that's what it looks like. Now we're gonna add a load button that I have. I think I've already made a load button. I'm pretty sure that I did all the buttons. Yeah. So if we bring that out, not the size that I want. All right, we're gonna have to reset that. Let's take a look at let's look at which one do I have out there. This one. So size 533 by 557. And here. So we're going to resize it here. Right? We're going to bring the load button back out here. And I have to finish cleaning it up. I drew all these on stupid, like, gray background. All right, so that's going to be about the same size, right? Initializing, we're going to put it here. And there. We want it right there. Maybe right there, right? So now that's going to be the sequence. And let's find, hold on. Let's move this. Let's open this file. Here, button, load. We're going to copy that. Oh, there we go. All right. If we open this, I'm still trying to get used to the program. Do I have? Is it an image capture, window capture? I think it's window capture. Let me do it again. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put it right here. All right. I'm trying to get better at using this program, right? Now, I'm pretty good at using the pixel editor for the sprites inside GameMaker. But I'm not very good at this one. There. There we are. But the only way I get better is by doing all the things. It's just the nature of things. All right. So we're going to get this close. Some of it is these buttons. AI made. And I was trying to work on like shadows with them and do different things, and then moving them between programs, I lost some of the original features. All right, so doing that. Let's see. Do this. That background messes me up sometimes too. Seeing the gray and the white. There. Probably start cutting that in now. There. We'll do that. Tiny Devil, you're dropping off now. Need to focus. I'm convincing GameMaker to do 3D, and it's not the simplest things. No, that's not. I know 3D can be done on GameMaker, right? I know it can. It's not easy to do. It's about like angles and that kind of stuff, and it doesn't like it. 2D GameMaker does great. 3D, not so much. But I wish you the best with that, Tiny Devil, and I will see you around. All right. There. All right, so we'll come back in and get that here in a little bit. All right. I'm going to keep doing this. You got most of it working. You can even import 3D models, etc. Now, after writing my own object importer, I see. So you had to create your own importer first, huh? We need to add animation support. Gotcha. I've always thought that was sort of like a downside to GameMaker. While it does really well with 2D, it's also limited by not having 3D. And I just feel like GameMaker's kind of losing out on the market a little bit. You know, it used to do, like, I mean, it's still really good for 2D. All right, Tiny Devil, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. Enjoy the rest of your day. I feel like GameMaker is just losing out a little bit. You know, you got other engines out there that do 2D that seem to do it a little better and have nicer features. But I'm happy still with this. Like, I'm definitely finishing this project with it, obviously. And I'll probably do my next project in it at some point. What I want to do is I'm probably gonna end up using Godot. The reason is I want to make a 2D game, right? So I want it to be 2D, 3D. Yeah. I want it to be like an RPG game that's kind of 2D with the way the leveling looks, kind of like how my game looks, as far as walls and that kind of stuff, and the depth layers. Now, the difference is I want spell effects and that kind of stuff to be more 3D. What's a good one? Kind of like Core Keeper, those kind of games. They're a bit of like 2D look. But they have some 3D elements in it for the spells and animations. There. All right, what do we got? So we're almost done just getting rid of this gray background that I made most of these things on. Here we are. And there we go. Oop, a little bit out there. Come in here. So for this, I'm not using like a Waco tablet or Bamboo or whatever type that you think. I'm just using the mouse. Carefully. There. We'll move that right there. There. All right. So that is good for right now. That's my button. So we're gonna save. Now, if we go in here, all right, so edit, delete. There. Okay, so now we have the button, right? Let me minimize that. So now, if we go back to the sequence, and then run. It looks like it updated it. So let's give it a start. Having coffee, which is my brain juice. All right. So now if we start it, oh, I mean, we already started it. If we hit escape, yeah. I think that works, right? Oh, I know what I didn't do today. I did not do it, people. Let me do something here. I meant to have this open. It's just one more thing you got to kind of remember sometimes. There we are. Look at all the people. There. I forgot to make turn on my little guys while I'm doing this. Oh, and I wanted to move the notes, right? So instead of it being up on the monitor, let's move it down here. No, that's where Sophie goes. We can put notes right here. Maybe. Oh, maybe that is a good spot. All right, we'll just leave it there. All right. So now, where did my game go? Is this it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, so now all the buttons are coming in properly. It's just the sequence being done. And then I have to get the save feature working and the load button to work. But resume works and quit works as well. But that's it. This is the sequence right here. Okay. So, that works for these. Yeah, let me find my art program here. Let me make sure I save it appropriately. Save as, load, replace. There we go. All right. Where are we at? I think we're doing pretty good. The mini boss is getting there. Its attack is working pretty good for distance, but not quite for close. So if we come in here, we want to what? We want to turn off there we are. I was like, brain fog. I have different mini bosses, right, that I'm testing. And this one is getting closer, but it's not currently allowing it to start. Just the purple one right now. So the purple one has a health bar, has the projectile, and follows the player. It will also hurt you if you touch it. So we'll go back in here and we'll use... It's not going to do that. I went to the wrong room. Yeah. Let's see. We need to go up here. Hello. Cheapin' Annie. Where are we at? We want the mini boss room. I see you have made it to work. All right. So, if you approach the mini boss, right, which is the only one that's in the room, when you get near it, about 400 pixels. Hi. Sophie, can I help you? Sit. There. You got to look at your camera, and then you got to sit. All right. There you go. Good girl. All right. If you get close to the mini boss, right? Right. Yeah. See, it starts shooting projectiles at you, or trying to touch you. Now the goal is, if you get too far away, right, the mini boss is going to be going back into its loop. So it's just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to meander around here. I don't really know. However, when you come within that, I don't know, let's say 400 pixels of it, it starts trying to shoot you. Now, the other thing I want to add is if you get too close like this, if you're like right here, I wanted to use a sword attack. So it's going to be both melee and so right now it picks up a key. Yeah, well. Yes, she always arrives when people enter the chat. All right. So that was the idea for the boss, right? So if we come in here, and we're like, oh, come on, let me click on this. If you get like about here, right, it's going to start to shoot the projectile at you when you're like here. Now, if you get too close, I need to make it so that it stops with the projectile and uses a melee attack. But I'm also not sure if that's how I want. I think so. I think I'm going to have the mini boss do that as well as the final boss. But yeah, when you get close like this, it switches to like a melee attack. But if you're farther away, it switches to a ranged attack. And it's probably going to be something like the guy holds, you know, the enemy holds both a staff or like a wand and a sword. So depending on what you're doing or where you are, it'll be able to attack you. And then, like I said, I want it to drop. Right now, I made it so it drops a key, but the key doesn't do anything. I need to set one of these doors. I need to set it so the door takes the key. So if we go to my notes here, save point needs to be unlocked, this, that. Yeah, mini boss room gate needs key activation. Right? I think that'll work. So let's try making the gate. A lot of making stuff work, I guess. I think the first way to do that is we're going to mimic one of the ones that does like a chest. So let's think about that. Where is that under level? We're going to take one of these, this one, and we're going to copy it. Oh, that's not how we do it. You duplicate it. Then we take this, and where are we going to put that? That needs to go into doors. So then we go here to level back to there, to this. And we want this to have the sprite of a door. We want it to be iron gate. Like that. And we want to rename it. So we're going to call this gate iron key. Good morning, Silver Eclipse. Iron. Let's do key, right? So now, if we go back into that room, it's going well. It's going well. And let's put the gate here. We'll swap them out. So we'll take this one. Maybe. Sorry, I messed up. Let's not do that. We need this one out of here. We need to be on this layer here, and we'll take this gate and we'll put it like on top of the wall there, and we'll take this one and put it here. Okay. And how are you doing today, Silver Eclipse? All right. Now, let me think about that. We need to make a special key for this gate, right? So if we go under keys, this is going to be key. We need to make a group. Call it level mini boss. Yeah, level mini boss. And we'll take a key. We'll copy this. Duplicate. So we take that exit here. And it didn't like that. Okay. Uh-oh. Which one did I copy that in? It did not like it. So, we may just have to redo that. 1 through 12. There's 13. 14. Okay, so we're gonna duplicate this. Put that one here, right? So maybe that's what I did. Oh, I may mess that up. Because I bet it was this one. All right. You just got some coffee? Excellent. I always have coffee. My go-to coffee that I use for like a daily use is Pinion coffee. So, which is made here in New Mexico, right? Let me here. This is it. So, New Mexico Pinion coffee. There's different ones. But this is it. So, Pinion is a tree, right? And it's got nuts on it. They roast the beans with the pinion nuts, and it gives it a different flavor. It's really good. Yeah. And you could burn, so here in New Mexico, you burn pinion wood, and it's got a smell to it. A lot of incense is made off of it. It's got a sort of a nice aroma to it. So when you're burning it in like fires and that kind of stuff, it gives off a good scent. Well, like I said, it has nuts on the tree. So they take those nuts, roast them with the coffee beans, and the coffee beans absorb the flavor. Yeah. It's really good. But that's my go-to. All right. And then I like other ones. But I mean, like, as my everyday coffee, that is a good one to have. And I like the Biscotto. Yeah. Whatever it is. But the Pinion coffee is what I like. All right. So now we have this. We need the name of this. And we need to open this. So what we're doing is that we're attaching that key to open essentially a chest, but we're faking it. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Destroy instant supply. bring... Okay. So now, if we go back into the room, it might work. Possibly. Oh, wait. I need to tell the mini-boss... Here. You are using key 28. There. All right. Let's give it a shot. While I'm thinking about it. Ooh, while I'm thinking about it, I'm dying. Can't do too many things at once when you have a mini boss nearby. Oh, all right. So that's not working. That's a dangerous gate right there. Yeah, okay. It worked. Sort of. That gate was going nuts, though. I think I know why. I chose it. We need to come in here. I'm doing too many things. Hold on. Let's see. Is it going to find it? Here. Okay. That's the... There. All right. So I'm just copying something here real quick while I'm thinking about all this. There we go. All right. So now we need to fix my gate, right? When it was active, it was moving up and down. Why? I think it's because I chose one that has an animation to it, and it doesn't recognize that it shouldn't have that animation. And so it was constantly trying to move. And by that, I mean, like, we need to fix that. So we did level. No, we did objects, doors. I think I chose Iron Gate 1. I come here. There's the key. Where did I put that? Here. Iron Gate 1 is the one we picked. What we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that and call it no animation. Here. And we're going to call it 0. Right? Just for testing this. Then we need to come back up and pick this. And we want sprites. We want object. We want the doors. And that one. So now, if we go in here. Oh, that's why. All right, so we're going to stop that real quick. Player shouldn't be right there. I need to move it to the starting point. He's back over here. All right, now if we start it, it should be fine. There. All right, so as you approach the enemy, the mini boss, he should start shooting a projectile at you. You can hit the projectile with your weapon like you can for other enemies. He is set to follow. All right. There we go. Okay. So, the gate is... Oh, it still let me through it. That shouldn't do that. Oh, I know why. Yeah, I know why. All right. Because I made a goof, right? No, that's an object. This one isn't working, and that one, or this one works, and that one doesn't. All right, one thing at a time. Let's restart it. We need to check. I'm getting ahead of myself. And if you've never worked on a game project or project that has multiple components to it, it happens, right? You start thinking of all the different things, and you're like, oh, this is how I need to do this. All right. Come on. There we go. All right, so we want to heal up. And the verify. Okay, so right now, this has a key above the gate. Can't really see it very well, but it's there. So it's right here. It's showing a key, and I need to make it so that it adjusts it, maybe puts it down a little bit lower for this one. Right? Now, this here should open up the gate that I have against the wall, just to verify. So this should open that and make it go away. Now, this needs the key. So if I pick up the key, did not work, right? Oh, okay, it worked. You sort of. All right. Let's test a couple things, right? Let's turn off the boss. Let's bring this gate out here. This gate out here. And we need a key. So this is the key. So we're going to put it like right here. And then this, we're going to put right here. Okay. So we're going to start, save, and start the room. And we're going to test out this stuff, right? And I'm pretty sure, maybe I did. All right, so now you can see the key above the gate here. All right, so this blocks it. You can't walk through. Why? This one does not. Why? Because I know what I did. All right. We need to look at these two objects here real quick. So we have this gate, iron with a key, and we have iron gate here, right? So let's turn that off. Okay, these are our two gates. We create that one. That's all it's doing there. If we create this one, I don't think we need that at all. And here, that's kind of all this is doing, huh? We need to do what? I don't want it to draw. This is drawing the key above it. Here. So instead of this line, we don't want it to create an instance of anything. We want it to not do that. So I think we can just remove it. What makes it that you can walk through it? These are basically the same thing, right? Is it using an apparent one? Collision. Is it using an apparent? It is not. So we need parent, manager, collision. I think that might work. There. All right, so let's save it and go back in and try it. First test, I don't want to be able to walk through this, right? Which is correct. Now, I don't want it to say anything. So we need to adjust that. This isn't, I can't walk through this. I can't walk through this one. So now we need to get rid of the text box. Or we make it so that this is the text box. What if we gave it a text box? If we did that, I think we're okay. It'll get rid of the text box. We're going to add a text box in there, but so I can't walk through this, right? If I pick up the key, it'll make the symbol here go away. Yes. And then if I come up to it and I hit E, it does not make it go away. All right. You also don't need it to be sounding like a coin. If we do instance here, how about instance destroy? Now let's give it a shot. All right. So we have this. I can't go through it. If we pick up the key goes away. No. All right. We're not making an instance anyways, but we are do I want it to be like destroy? No, I don't think so, right? I just want it to be this. So if we do it like that, don't need this in here. We don't need audio in here. What else we got? We need to get it so that let's draw on the key. Maybe I can get rid of this. And just declare it inside here. All right. Save it and go back in there. Here you are. All right. That's still there. The key's there. If I hit the key, it goes away. That worked a little better. It did, in fact, work. All right. Now, I think I need to redo this. So, by that, I mean the sprite. Here. If we take this, we go here, right? I don't need any of these animations for this. We're going to just take that. And we're going to copy it, or get rid of it, I should say. Now, here, we're going to edit this. It doesn't need to be that high. So I think it's 64 by 64. Nope, that changed everything. We don't need that. 64 by 64. Make a square. Okay. Edit. Zoom out just a little. And we're going to scale. Let's do it that way. Right. All right, so this is in the center. That looks better. Let's go back in and double check this now, because let's see. There. We'll put it right here. All right. So while it's doing that, I am doing for November, I'm doing no shave November for my beard. It's starting, like, it's getting to little itchy phases. Some always itchy, scratching it. All right. It looks like it's working. Okay, so I can't go through it. Adjusting the length of the sprite, the extra box around it. This is now, the key is closer so you can see it. And if I touch the key, that should go away. Still good. If I come here, where's the sweet spot? Okay. I think I need to change back to here, right? Where's my collision? It says the whole thing. There, we'll just set it to full image. Let's go in here and edit. We'll take this X, and we're going to place it right at the top of the image. Okay. And then let's try that. I think that expanded the collision mask just enough. All right, so we'll do this. All right, you have to be aiming at it for some reason. This one just works, and that makes that go away. But maybe we want to extend this, right? So can I do it from inside here? No, I don't think I can, right? I have to be outside of this to adjust. Oh. Yeah. Here. Let's turn off the grid. If we drop out, yeah, all right. So now we'll make the height, how about like 95? And then edit. and then take this, and we can put that right in the middle, like that. And then we come here, right? And we wanted, this is our image now. Maybe. Was that moving too fast for you, GameMaker? All right. So now I have to have it like way up here because the image is there. All right. If I do it that way, yeah, let's try it. See what it looks like. This is the tedious part of this. All right. I can't go through, so that's perfect. I'm not getting stuck on it, which is good. It does show the key above it, which kind of blocked by the alpha version thing here. But it's there. If I open or pick up the key, come up here, it works. All right. For now, let's do this. Let's get rid of this key. And let's turn on the enemy again. This one needs to go away. Whoops. This one. We're just going to put back up there. And this, we're going to put right here. All right. Let's start it and find out, see how this is working. What do we got? Let's see. All right, so this is working. That works. All right. And, maybe 1, 2 more. There we go. Okay. Can't walk through it. Pick up the key. Come up here. The key went away, so I know it's working on the door. And there we go. Okay. And I want it in there. So that chest, here's a key, and that made that go away. This opens up that door. Oh, why did it open up the outwards? All right. Well, I'll need to work on that. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So if we click on this, that's right at the edge there. Is it still showing the mask all the way down? Yes. If we make this bottom center, is Is that going to make it where the collision? No, this is the collision. Let me see something. All right, come on. There we go. Oh. I messed up. Okay. Silly, silly me. So now, my gate's up there. I just want this. Give me the gate. And we'll put that right there. Let's actually, here, hold on. Let's move it out or leave it there. Let's just turn off the enemy and let's put the key back out. Here we want this key. We'll just put it here. And let me verify. Okay. Let's go check it. All right, so it's got the lock image now in the middle of the lock. I picked this up. I think that worked much easier, actually. Okay, that might be just the way we go. All right. Yeah. I think that's really how it's going to work. All right, so if we hide that key, turn on the boss, save, open. Later, guys, lunch break for you. Have a good one. Excellent. Thank you for coming in. I will be starting work here soon anyways, and then my 10-hour workday. So I hope to see you again. I'll be doing game design throughout for the week again. So same digital time, same digital place, and I'll catch you later, Primo. Thanks for coming in. All right. So all right. So we got to defeat this. I never use my shield, which is this thing. No. No, don't touch me. No, touch. No, touch me. Don't touch me. Ouch, that touched me. All right. There we go. All right. I can't walk through it. I don't get stuck on it. Pick up the key. Come up to it and hit E, and I can get through it. All right. That works good. So now we have wherever my notes went. Here. So mini boss. All right. So we're moving this down here to active work. Mini boss room needs the key to activate. I think we got that. So we'll just leave it right there while we work on it. All right. I'm still torn on whether or not I'm going to make it so that the mini boss, if you get too close, it'll switch over to melee. And if you stay far away, it'll just use the correct stuff. All right. All right, while I think about it, a couple things here on what we're going to move and work on next with them. I'm going to run a dungeon. So if you've never done Tangia dungeons, always you want to sign up. Once you create your character, you'll be able to do it. And you should be able to do it first time anyways. And we'll just run that. And how many bits in a byte? There's 8 bits in a byte. Welcome in, Cricket. How are you doing? We've been working on my mini boss most of today. There's 8 bits in a byte. And 4 bits is a nibble. Yes. All right. Let's see. Let's do it one more time. Let's start them up. I think we have the key working properly. I like having the image of the lock, the key on the door. So right here, I like the, ooh, don't start shooting at me. This is going to get changed. The type of projectile. I'm thinking more fireball from the guy. All right, come over here, come over here, come over here. No, 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 die. All right, so I can't get through, and I'm not getting stuck on the collision of the door. Ignore the one on the wall. I was testing this one. So that works pretty good. And then we grab the key. The image of the key on the door should go away, which it does. And then we come up here and open the gate. I think that works. So now the decision is to really kind of decide whether or not I'm going to work on making it so that if you get too close to the enemy, to the mini boss, he will use melee, and if you stay a distance away, he's going to be shooting a projectile at you. In the meantime, we need to get rid of this object off of here. Excellent. There you are. Go adventuring with you. So what else do we need? We need to get rid of this gate that's on the wall. We don't need that now. we don't need the lever. What we're going to probably end up doing is adding some more barrels and stuff in here, giving some other objects in there, that kind of stuff. And I think on top of the key falling, I think we're going to try something. I want... we're going to copy this whole name because I think if we come back in here, where is he? Here. We're going to do this. Copy that. Create another instance, right? Copy this. Like that. That's going to drop it right at the same spot. So if we do 50 plus 0. Yeah. Let's start that and see if this works. So I wanted to create both the key and drop some chest. All right. Ow. There. All right, so that works good, right? It dropped the chest, or I mean a key and the chest. So now we're going to do another one. But this one, we're going to say minus 50. Or, hold on, that's not how that works. Plus negative 50. And we're going to keep it on the same Y, but we're going to just move it left and right. So now that should do 2 of them. Yeah. That should work. So the other problem is you can't let them touch you, right? Obviously, you don't want the enemy to get a hold of you. And it does hurt. Ow. It does hurt you if it touches you. There. All right. So that should be the key for the door and a chest and a chest. Now, let's get a little creative here. So let's do another one. And let's do another one. But this one, so we have left or right 50, left 50. Now these ones are going to be 0. No, we're going to do negative 50, but we want this has to go 50, and this one is going to be positive, and this one is going to be 50 as well, right? So we're going to copy this one here. All right. So what I have is it's going to create 4 different chests. One is going to be to the right on the same level. Then the second one is going to be to the right, but down a little bit. And then it'll create one on the left, and then one below that. And the key is going to be dead center. We'll see if my thought process is correct here in a minute. How? Ow. All right. Come on. We're going to bring you out here. There. And it worked. So that's what you get. It's going to be a couple of these. Now, if I do one right here, right? But I want this to be negative 50, not negative 500, negative 50, meaning it's going to go up from the 0 line. It needs to be object, potion, should be potion. Oh, power up. We don't want this, so it's going to be power up. How about health? Like that. So now it should be creating all 6 items, right? It should be a key, 4 chests, and a power-up potion. So let's say you made it through and you've used up all your potions in the corners, right? When you defeat the boss, you should be able to get some more. There. All right. I think that's pretty much done. So now we're going to start doing some decorating in the room, because now you can pick up all these chests. You realize this is a health potion. You can pick it up if you need it. Get out of the room. Yeah. So in here, what do we want? Do we want some dungeon stuff in here? Like, let's go to visual assets. Let's go to dungeon. So how about in this corner? Let's put let's make sure I'm on the right stuff here. There we are, visual assets. And yeah, if we bring this out a little big. We can put that like right there. Maybe we can put some right there. Like that. Over here, I don't want just the potion on the floor. Same thing with this one. So we're going to probably put those into a barrel and then put the barrel there. But what else do we have? If we came up here and we put a stockade, we can put a stockade over here like that. We could do, how about an arm? That's a big arm. Let's make the arm smaller. And we'll put it like here. We can put a skull with it. Big skull. These are giants. All right. That's about the same size, right? Yeah. We'll put a skull right there. I think that works. We can put a map. That's a giant map. Here. But even still, let's make that smaller. Put it like there. All right. What else we got? We do need some barrels, so we need to go up to here to the objects. And we're just gonna do a couple barrels with coins. That's not the right instance I need to be on. There. So we'll do barrel coin here. And I see ads are starting. That also means it is time to stop. I know, right? So that is where we are today. It is just about 8:30. I now have to get ready for work, unfortunately. I wish I could just stay and do this all the time. I would enjoy that. But unfortunately, that's not how this is going to work today. I do have actual work to do. So it's about 10 hours, and then I'll probably be back to doing something tonight. However, I will be streaming game design again tomorrow. Same digital time, same digital place. So that is at 6 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, and for about 2.5 hours, and then I have work. So I work a Wednesday through Saturday shift and do 4 10-hour days. So I try to fit this in when I can. Thank you, Silver. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a great day. And hopefully for those that are streaming later, I will catch you and see your stream. And thank you for everyone for coming in. But this is kind of it for the day. So we're going to switch over to here so you can see my shelf a little bit better. Redecorating, right? All the time. So I get a month of November between Halloween decoration and winter decoration, like Christmas stuff or whatever. But I don't know what I'm going to be doing for that yet. Shelf hype. Anyways, Thank you, everyone. I don't think we'll raid out or anything today, but we're just going to stop. I will see everyone later, and I hope you've had a great day. Have a good one.